Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. You may notice that we are not the chef that we ended the last episode in. I started a recording and had my mic off, don't you know? So I just did a quick warm-up run and let that character ride. Managed to scoop up a few thousand gold, but we are back inside of the Sun Tower today. I always get the name of this zone wrong. I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. I swear. I think that's what it is. We have another ranger ready to go after the success of our last one. I was interested in playing another. Remember, we have a focus on crit damage above almost anything else on this profile so far. So, if I can get those sweet crits and actually aim my weapon properly, notice we do some pretty big damage. This is Sir James. He's an endomorph with the rare relic. Gain 10% more magic damage per enemy defeated. The bonus is lost when hit. So if you check down at the bottom left corner, oh, that's kind of problematic. You check down at the bottom left corner, we actually have a pretty big bonus that we just lost. That's a pretty scary room. Let's throw some poison into it, see if we can shake that up a little bit. However, it's not getting any better up here, and it's continuing to get worse. Let's hold strong. We got good crits on these bats. Good shot on that ballista on the left side. I see a knight to the left too. I can get the shot. Told you I could get the shot. One more. Perfect. So we actually have a pretty substantial spell power increase right now. Let's see if we can tell. I'm going to shoot a spell over at this guy. Now, poison's not the biggest thing normally, but hey, 71 damage with the impact damage as well was enough to finish off that target. All right, double eyeballs underneath us. These are the leveled up ones who are doing more than just shooting one seeker. They have a barrage of seekers that they are sending, and they can also channel for a lightning attack that they can have buzzing around our heads. Very detrimental if you don't treat them with enough respect. I wanted to peek this room on the right. Looks like there is a chest just above my head. Beautiful shot onto the flower on the low ground. Oops. That feels bad. No reason to take damage there. All right, we do manage to get over to the chest and scoop up 1,200 gold in the first 2 rooms of the dungeon today. That feels pretty good, actually. We are going to need a lot of money if we want to be successful. I have turned the music back on today. I realized in an earlier episode I just knee-jerk turned it off, but hey, if you guys enjoy it being here, then I am welcome to try. My biggest concern is when I'm jumping through edits that it would just chop it up to pieces and it would sound really bad. But I don't know that's going to be the case for sure. That was just my knee-jerk reaction. Let's give it a go. Let's try it out. There is a knight pushing in and a specter right behind him. If we get poison on them, we might be able to share some damage with the knight, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Those seekers, that turn radius is not doing anyone any favors. We can hide in the top corner and use our ranger abilities to finish off that knight. Where do you think that ballista is? There he is! Right here. See you later, bud. See you later, bud. I'm taking all this gold. We just broke 2,000. That feels good. We're actually starting to get a little bit built up here. Good shot on the mask. Unfortunately, not enough to kill it anymore as the mask teleports behind us. So we're going to have to hit these guys a couple times, but still significantly better than the gunslinger. God, those guys were teleporting all over the place. It was actually so hard to deal with. We scoop up the gold down at the bottom right-hand corner and continue to climb. Unfortunately, this bat is very well protected at the moment, but he got a little too far away from that protection. Big dash here gets us over to the side, really hoping we find some food soon. Actually hurting quite a lot at the moment. Having a focus on the ranger is pretty good for the overall longevity of your account because a lot of the healing that you'll be receiving is associated with your strength stat. And of course, the ranger can scale your overall account percentage quite well. All Oh my god, I've never seen the elite flower before. Don't fucking like that at all. We can use the platform to get off of the ground and try to deal some poison damage to it. That was successful, but all of the health we just healed has already been put back into the ground. Also, that trap was terrible. Shame on you. Almost throwing me into the clouds like that. I know longtime subscribers are going to be, they're going to think they put this message on repeat, but I've said it a lot and I'll say it again. I think this is the hardest zone in the game. Platforming is so important here. The enemies hit so hard here. And I'm just not good at platforming. I think it's okay for me to admit that now. All right, moving up the left side. We are getting into the cloud tops here. Unfortunately, everywhere we were poking on the right was a dead end, but this is a pretty big room here. 3 chests above us as well. Now that the projectiles are looming towards us, we can make our platform here and try to hold off these guys. Beautiful shots all around. That platform does protect us from all of those projectiles. That's just beautiful. However, it's the same old song and dance up there. Let me check this room underneath me before I go too far. We're gonna have to travel back through this teleporter. The main reason we're doing this is because we needed to wait a few seconds for our platform to be ready. Well, that was pretty easy. Silver chest on the far side. We find the Warden trinket, finally. We do have the full Warden set now. That trinket has been a little elusive. We also have the full Ammonite set if we want to start putting that together. That might be the goal of our run today for me. Actually get a little bit of armor so our survivability is not quite as sketchy. There's the shot. I knew I could do it. Another starfish on the ceiling. This one might be a little too high. Yeah, just under him. Oh, he's so close. Well, unfortunately for him, I could stand directly here and never be hit by any of his projectiles, so let's do that. Eyeball holding the door, we take it down. Another one above. This room looks familiar. Oh, please. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Checking right. Kind of a medium-sized room for this zone, to be honest, and no chests in it at all, so not too much incentive for me to actually explore it. Speaking of chests, ooh, another starfish there. We can platform here. Gives us a good vantage point. Uh-oh. Oh my god! Woo! Reset that, boys. That's looking pretty scary. Let's see if we can go back in and do something about this. Platform is ready, right? Are you kidding me? I cast my spell. They carried the poison well. One more hit and I'm dead. Fuck! Bro, he came out of nowhere. He came out of no... A new contract signed. What is this? A new successor chosen. Bro, they're really hyping up the end there, huh? Hey, since I promised you I would show you a chef, let me play one now. I'll give you the rundown of the class and we'll try to climb just a little bit. And take a quick sip of my soda. Now, I'm going to show you a full talent tree real fast. A full castle. If you don't want to see that, skip ahead like 30 seconds. This is kind of how I've been planning out where I want to go on the tree. And there is a particular room I want to start focusing on soon. Oh, man. Oh boy. It's all the way up here. Massive vault increases our gold gain. That's going to be difficult to get to. But if we want it, we're going to need to start climbing. So let's swap back over to our other profile. This is our New Game Plus 4 profile. I still have it, and I'm kind of thinking that once we beat the game, I'm just going to swap over to that and then start progressing through the late game again. Let me know what you think of that idea down in the comments. Okay, so we need to climb. Let's buy the resolve bonus because I can use that right now. The archaeology camp Relics cost less resolve. Again, perfect. Great. I think I'm gonna have to climb from the aviary. Okay, so that'll be what our gold is for. If we can get that increased gold gain online really early, that's just going to mean that every single run we do on our account is simply more valuable and scales us up to be very strong much faster as well. Only 300 gold left to spend. Probably not going to spend it here, so let's get in the castle. So we are on Sir Marshall II. He is a chef with no negative traits at all. Just a straightforward chef. Our primary weapon is a skillet, is a pan, and we use it to attack our enemies. If we attack an enemy, they become ignited and take damage over time. So our initial hit isn't that intimidating, but the follow-up damage after we hit someone can be deceptively strong. We can also deflect projectiles with the pan and knock them back into the person who cast them. And if we do that, they're still going to take damage over time. Ooh, damage over time is sketchy in here. It makes these masks teleport around a lot. I believe if we deflect a projectile, we also... yeah, we get a crit bonus for a little bit. So that's how we're going to deal the big damage on the chef. That right walkway looks a little sketchy. I'm going to move left instead. Kamehameha! Send it. Go away. Run. Flee. The mask is behind me. Oh, God. The wisps are swarming. Oh, man. Good damage. Good damage. Okay, we should be safe here. The Kamehameha beam has been letting me down in here. That if it hits a mask, the mask literally just blinks out of the way a moment later. It's really difficult to deal with. Let's try to teleport above us. There are 2 chests up here, and both of them look relatively easy to grab, actually. That's a nice change of pace. With those 2 chests, we already have accumulated 1,000 gold in just the first 2 rooms of this zone. Perfect. Heading back up. Do we check left side? I mean, sure. I could just get these out of the way. That's not too big of a deal, actually. We can make that approach real easy. No chests here, so I'm going to double back. I want to see what the interior area has to offer us. Oh, didn't get the deflected time. Literally just stood there and took the damage. You hate to see it. Now, what you've seen of the chef so far may look pretty appealing to you, but I haven't even shown you the best part yet. Our class ability allows us to eat a meal and just heal our health whenever we, not whenever we feel like it, on a limited use. If we find food, we consume the food just like every other class. But on top of that, we also store a little bit for later. We have leftovers that we bring on the battlefield with us. I think it's such a cool idea. Lots of seekers falling down from above, and that trap is not making our approach any easier, but we do manage to make it up and protect ourselves really well from the light's projectiles. All right, let's push the knight now that he's already swung. Knock him back into the corner. He was about to channel something. I'm glad he didn't get the chance to. Rather than ascending, I'm going to check this room on the right. Kamehameha! Finally getting some value, and we can use this trap potentially against the knight on the other side. Perfect. And he's going to burn from that as well. The chest housing a little bit of gold brings us very close to that 2,000 gold mark. Perfect. Perfect. We're going to need to do a dash. Oh my God. Dash into a dash. Perfect. Luckily, the environment doesn't deal a ton of damage because I hit it constantly. I'm just running into it all the time. Bat coming down from the ceiling, they can rain down a lot of bones. And speaking of bones, the skeleton on the right can do the same, as well as the skeleton on the left. Ran into him on accident because I literally thought he was dead. I was glancing at this buddy up top, making sure he didn't throw anything at me. Now, aside from that arcing throw, they also have one where they can throw a boomerang horizontally. And, yeah, watch out for... Jeez, that's a big room. Gotta watch out for that. It's, it can hit you pretty hard. It's a lot of damage. We do have a secret room here. We can read a little more of the journal. Day 18. since the rebellion. A fool is a man with nothing to learn. Philosopher now insists I continue this journal therapy. I admit he is knowledgeable, but his diagnosis is built off false assumptions. He believes the mind of an estuary is comparable to that of a commoner. This is a flaw in his reasoning. We are not the same class of creature. The pressure that would bring him to his knees would not so much as cause me to sweat. He does not understand how much work it takes to rule a kingdom. My subconscious is pure and my mind is sharp. Despite 8 sleepless days, I am still more astute than he will ever be. I brought this up before, but the longest I've ever been awake was 5 days, and it was like medically induced. It was like I was taking medications, like a big steroid dose, and my doctor warned me. He was like, you're gonna have a lot of energy, and you may not know what to do with it. I could not sleep for that long. What's the longest you've been awake? Let us know down in the comments. We do pretty regularly 24-hour streams every year. We have more planned for November, by the way, for charity. What a weird sun tower today. Well, we do have a chest on the right side if we want to push up inside of this zone. The eyeballs are holding the entrance. But hey, actually, 1 tap from the pan is all we need. That's crazy. That's so effective. All right, the chest is being guarded by a saw blade, but we managed to pick it up, no problem. This road on the left, the room on the left, does seem like it's giving us a fast track to the top of the castle. However, can I hit him through the floor? No, but we could do some hit and run stuff. Some pan and run. Oh my God, how did that not hit me? What? Checking right. Oh, we have a secret area and 2 chests. Come over here, little bat. Thank you. Thanks for giving me that critical hit, bud. Couldn't have done. Ah! Okay, we'll just take the easy path. Couldn't have done it without you. This has a chance of being a relic. It is food. That food, unfortunately, does not give me another charge of my heal. I feel like it should. I really feel like it should. And that's not just because I'm greedy and I want to win. Knocking this knight back into the corner, we deal some pretty good damage to him. I'm just going to clear out the right side so we can get our footing a little bit easier. And that's exactly what happened. You love to see it. The chef actually proving to be a very capable explorer on this run. We have the crescent weapon made from the ore of a falling moon. I don't remember what the benefits of the crescent weapon are. I can deflect that, but unfortunately deflecting it doesn't have the intended benefits that most other enemies give us. Deflecting that big projectile from the plant simply caused it to explode. Crescent helm inside of a chest. I guess we can figure out what the bonus is pretty soon when we get back to the blacksmith. 32 damage taken from my careless ass. I remember the reverse of this puzzle actually being kind of challenging, but it looks like we know the key. This room does have a chest at the top. What if you just go this way? Can't go that way. What the fuck are you supposed to do there? How do you get up top without taking damage there? That does not compute. I need to start being pretty careful too, because our health is getting low. Good, great. This way, right? Okay, perfect. Teleporter at the bottom. That's just a little trap room. Okay, well, we're gonna take the highway on the left side then. Hopefully it works out for us. Whoa! It did not work out for us. Man, this zone is so hard. Our chef does hit rank 2. That gives us a focus increase, meaning that our spells have a higher crit chance. Whoa! A giant chef! Whoa! I'm gonna re-roll these, see if we can find anything a little bit more appealing. Nothing really jumping out at me. I'm gonna play this duelist next. So let's see how close we can get to that gold gain spot on the map. This guy's going to cost us just under 2,000, but Dragon Lancers are incredible. You know what? Let's swap over to a Dragon Lancer and we'll bring him into that zone. The Blast Furnace, which is what I need to get the talent above it, is going to cost us a staggering 5,370 gold. But I need it. So we'll get up there eventually. I'm going to skim just almost every penny we have to increase our armor a little bit more. And next episode, we're going to take a look at the Dragon Lancer for the first time. Lady Kirsten. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.